given you guys an update recently about the housing market, and I think it's time because the average 30-year mortgage is now over 7%. And I have said repeatedly, I expected that if the 30-year mortgage rate got over 7%, it would probably be lookout below time. Now, let me explain to you why that appears to have been wrong. And I don't say that lightly. Obviously, I don't like admitting when I'm wrong, but this chart, one single chart. You can look at a fucking thousand. You can look at one chart, and it'll tell you everything you need to know about why housing prices are not correcting. Check this out. This is the housing inventory chart over the past 25 years. As you can see, in the 2005 arena, it got down to 2,000. What is that? That's 2 million. 2 million housing units. And then, boom, you have the Great Recession. It launches housing units up to 3.5 million for a time, topping out at 4 million ever so briefly in 2009. And then ever since then, as they maintained or decreased interest rates massively all the way down to the zero bound, it got all the way down to under a million housing unit inventory for sale. And most real estate professionals believe that 2 million units is kind of the equilibrium level where prices should just be steady. We have, I mean, there's a recent uptick, but it bottomed out at like 900,000 units for sale. That's fucking nothing. It's crazy low. There's lots of reasons for it. But yeah, 30-year average mortgage rates in the U.S. have hit 7.2%, a 23-year high. So that's the highest it's been since the year 2000. And you can see that back then, in the year 2000, there was 2 million units for sale. So about half that right now. And this is just very simple supply and demand. There aren't enough houses, okay? And as someone who's fucking finally finishing building these 6 houses, the costs to do so are astronomical. And not just in material costs, but also in land, labor, everything down the line. Permits, lending now, obviously since the interest rates have gone up a lot, it's very costly. So I don't know how the production side, in terms of like actually manufacturing and producing new housing inventory, will alleviate this supply shortage. So my belief is that we will likely have a recession that will ultimately drive people out of work, and then those people will sell those houses out of necessity. And that's how you will see that housing inventory hit the market. That's my guess. But as of now, I don't know how you see prices collapsing unless there's a serious recession. Like last time, it was the housing implosion that ultimately created, to a large extent, created the recession, as well as the debt binge and everything else. But that was a huge leading factor. Now I think it's going to be a trailing one, because it just can't be the first domino to go. There's not enough inventory. There's too many people that want to buy, even at these elevated interest rates, that they're going to look around and say, there's only 1 million houses for sale. I'm going to gamble that interest rates are going to come down. So I'm going to go buy right now, because prices have just continued to go up, right? They've just been, so people are going to make the perhaps mistaken but educated guess that interest rates are going to be dropped eventually. Then they'll be able to refinance. So they're just going to buy a house at these crazy astronomical record high prices, with also pretty damn high, near record high over, our adult lives, or my adult life, interest rate. And they're just going to fucking lock it in and pray for the best. And as long as there's 1 million people that are willing to do that, which is not a lot of people, well, then that absorbs that inventory. So you're not going to see enough inventory added to this market to ultimately, put pressure on sellers to reduce their prices. Just telling you the truth. That chart, that one chart, you cannot, it's just simple supply and demand. There ain't enough supply. There's too much demand. I can't say anything other than that. I would have expected that at these elevated interest rates, you would have seen a lot of people that were saying, oh shit, we better sell. And I think eventually people will make that calculation, where just like, as soon as that inflection point hits, you'll see a ton of people that just go, okay, we got to sell, especially people that own more than one house. They'll all put their shit on the market all at the same time. Like you could see, like despite it being insanely low at like 1.2 million housing units available for sale, you could see that explode very rapidly. And I think we will in the not too distant future, but I don't know when, because the inventory is so low right now. Everybody's just going to hold on because it's an inflation hedge, or so they think. But when that turns, I think it'll turn super fast. So it'll be like 1.3 million units, 4 million units, like within 9 months or something like that. I think that's what could happen. So when that happens, obviously then prices will come down very rapidly. But when? Anybody's guess. So I just wanted you guys to be aware of, obviously why it hasn't happened. There's not enough supply. Very simple. And the fact that the elevated interest rates aren't scaring more people off, I'm as shocked as anybody, really. Because like the last thing I would want to do is buy a house at a 7.2% interest rate with the highest price entry point in American history. Sounds like a fucking terrible investment to me. But a lot of people are doing it still. So the market can stay irrational longer than you can stay solvent, and it is proving it once again. So I apologize to you guys that are waiting on the sideline trying to get in there. This fucking market's nuts, man.